She doesn't shout, demand, or chase. Yet somehow she commands the room without speaking. This is the silent power every Sigma female carries without trying. Silence has always been one of the most misunderstood forces in the world. People think power comes from the loud, the bold, the outspoken, and the ones who claim the spotlight. Before anyone else, but a Sigma female? She's different. Her influence doesn't appear with noise or demands. Her strength blooms in the stillness she chooses. It's in the pauses, the calm, the way she watches, absorbs, and decides without ever needing to announce her next move. A Sigma female's silence isn't emptiness. It's calculation, observation, and self-control wrapped in a quiet shell. She knows that words can break trust, build illusions, or trap people in commitments they don't fully understand, but silence. Silence gives her clarity. It protects her peace and shields her from manipulation. Most importantly, it gives her the space to remain unpredictable and unreadable. Many misunderstand a Sigma female's quiet nature. They assume she's timid, uninterested, or detached. They think she's slow to react or afraid to speak. But anyone who has ever tried to cross a Sigma female knows the truth. She speaks only when necessary, and when she does, every word hits with the force of something sharpened through thought. She doesn't react to everything. She doesn't defend herself to everyone. She doesn't argue just to prove a point. Her silence makes people question themselves long before she says a single sentence. It's the power of restraint, something that the world, full of noise and empty declarations, rarely understands. A Sigma female knows the value of listening. While others fill conversations with empty chatter, she notices patterns, motives, contradictions, and emotional shifts. She reads what people mean, not just what they say. She catches the hints in their tone, the hesitation in their voice, the slight changes in their energy. This ability gives her an advantage that most people underestimate. She sees the truth behind the words. People often reveal their intentions without meaning to, especially when they overtalk. The Sigma listens. She learns. She stores information quietly. And when the time comes, she makes decisions that seem mysterious to everyone else. She doesn't explain her reasons because she doesn't need validation. Her silence is her boundary, her armor, and her guide. This is why she intimidates people. Silence in a world obsessed with attention is a rebellion. It confuses those who expect instant reactions, dramatic responses, or desperate attempts to be understood. They expect her to justify herself. They expect her to explain why she left, why she changed, why she set limits. But she doesn't owe those explanations. Her silence is enough. This silence creates a magnetic aura around her. People lean in, trying to decode her. They wonder what she thinks, what she feels, and what she truly wants. They study her more than she studies them. Without saying anything, she becomes the center of curiosity. Let's talk about relationships. A Sigma female's silence has a unique effect on men, especially masculine men. When she doesn't chase, doesn't beg, doesn't overshare, and doesn't try to impress, it drives them wild. They crave her attention because she doesn't give it freely. They want her approval because she doesn't hand it out like currency. Her silence in romance isn't coldness, it's selectiveness. She doesn't let just anyone enter her world. And that makes her presence more valuable. When she withdraws, it's not punishment, it's clarity. She doesn't argue, she distances herself. She doesn't threaten to leave, she simply walks away the moment she realizes something no longer aligns with her values. This terrifies the kind of people who rely on emotional chaos to feel powerful. They can't manipulate silence, they can't twist her words, and they can't break someone who refuses to engage in their games, in friendships. A Sigma female is the one who listens, supports, and observes quietly. She's not the loudest in the group, but she's the one with the most depth. She doesn't broadcast her struggles or parade her achievements. She evolves in silence, heals in silence, and builds her life away from the eyes of those who expect access they never earned. Her silence is also how she protects her peace. She avoids unnecessary drama. She walks away from toxic conversations. She doesn't allow people to drain her with pointless debates. She knows exactly where her energy should go, and she guards it fiercely. Let's talk about her self-respect. A Sigma female understands the power of not reacting. When someone insults her, she doesn't go to war. She doesn't lower herself to match the energy of someone lost in their own insecurities. Her lack of reaction is louder than any comeback. It shows maturity, confidence, and emotional mastery. The person trying to provoke her ends up embarrassed by their own behavior while she remains unaffected. She refuses to give people the satisfaction of seeing her lose control. Her silence isn't weakness, it's emotional discipline. This discipline is also what helps her make powerful decisions. She rarely makes choices based on fear or pressure. She takes her time. She sits with her thoughts. She waits until her intuition aligns with her logic. While others rush into commitments, regret choices, and backtrack constantly, she moves only when she's sure, and once she does, she doesn't look back. Her silence is strategy, because she doesn't reveal her plans. People can't sabotage them. Because she doesn't talk about her dreams, no one can discourage her. Because she doesn't seek advice from the wrong people, she stays on the path she created for herself. Silence protects her from envy, from judgment, and from manipulation. It keeps her unpredictable, and unpredictability is a superpower many don't have the courage to develop. But her silence isn't always about protection. Sometimes it's about depth. A Sigma female feels more than she expresses. Her thoughts run deep, her emotions run steady, and her connection with the world is richer than most realize. She doesn't need to speak to feel understood by herself. She doesn't need constant interaction to feel complete. Her solitude is where her silence grows stronger. It's where she recharges, reflects, and becomes sharper. While others fear being alone, she thrives in it. Silence becomes her companion, her sanctuary, her mentor. It's in those quiet moments that she discovers who she really is, and that self-awareness is the foundation of her power. You might ask, do Sigma females ever break their silence? Yes, but only for the right person, the right reason, and the right moment. And when she finally speaks, her words carry weight. They come from a place of truth, not impulse. They're intentional, meaningful, and profound. People who truly know her cherish her words because they know she doesn't waste them. Her voice becomes valuable precisely because she doesn't use it carelessly. Her silence also sets standards. It shows people how she expects to be treated. If someone violates her boundaries, she becomes distant. If someone disrespects her, she doesn't scream, she simply exits. If someone thinks she depends on them, her independence shocks them back into reality. She doesn't stay where she isn't valued. Silence becomes her final message. This is why people come back. They feel the absence of her presence long before she ever considers returning. Her silence leaves a mark. It makes people realize what they lost. But the Sigma female isn't silent because she wants to be mysterious or powerful. She's silent because she's tired of the noise of the world. She chooses peace over chaos, growth over attention, and authenticity over performance. Her silence is her truth. She doesn't speak to be heard. She speaks to be understood. And until she finds someone worth sharing her world with, she keeps her thoughts within her safe inner space. Let's break it down into what her silence truly communicates. It says she knows her worth. It says she doesn't need validation. It says she's not impressed by superficial things. It says she listens more than she speaks. It says she doesn't allow people to influence her easily. It says she's mastered herself. It says she's in control. And most importantly, it says she's unshakable. This is the hidden power of a Sigma female, a power rooted not in noise or attention, but in restraint, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. While others compete to be seen, she builds her life quietly, letting her results speak louder than any words she could ever say. Silence is her language. Strength is her message, and the world learns who she is not through what she says, but through what she refuses to say. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more content.